Adanna was only 12 when her father remarried. Her stepmother, Doyin, arrived with a bright smile that fooled the entire village. She was beautiful, always wrapped in colorful wrappers, her hair tied neatly, her voice soft in public. But behind closed doors, that softness hardened into something sharp, something Adanna learned to fear. Adanna was a quiet girl with big, curious eyes and a habit of clutching the hem of her dress whenever she felt nervous. She missed her late mother dearly, and she hoped Doyin would bring warmth into the house again. But the moment Doyin moved in the house, "Lazy girl. You're still sleeping." Doyin's voice shot through the morning air. Adanna jumped up from the raffia mat. She had spent most of the night coughing from the harmattan cold, but Doyin didn't care. She dragged the girl into the kitchen and pushed a heavy mortar toward her. "You will pound this yam before your father wakes up. And if the sound wakes him, you repeat it." Adanna swallowed the lump in her throat. The pestle was taller than her, but she lifted it anyway. Her thin arms shook with each movement, yet she kept going. She had learned not to cry, Doyin hated. One afternoon, Adanna accidentally broke a plate while washing dishes. It slipped from her wet fingers and shattered. Doyin rushed out like she had been waiting for an excuse. "You want to destroy my home?" She grabbed Adanna's arm so tightly it left marks. "You will pick every shard with your hand." Adanna knelt, her small fingers trembling as she picked the sharp pieces. A shard cut her thumb, and she gasped. Doyin only hissed. "Good. Maybe next time you will learn." Whenever Adanna's father, Chukwuemeka, was around, Doyin transformed into the sweetest woman. She served him hot meals, massaged his shoulders, and complimented Adanna's good behavior. But the moment he stepped outside, she changed. She stopped giving Adanna enough food. She sent her on errands under the burning sun. She made her wash clothes meant for an adult. She insulted her mother's memory. Yet Adanna stayed quiet because she loved her father, and she didn't want to cause trouble. One day, Mama Ijoma, the next-door neighbor, called Adanna over while she was fetching water. "My child," the old woman said softly, "does your stepmother treat you well?" Adanna instinctively shook her head, afraid to betray her secret. "I'm fine, Ma." But her cracked lips, shaking hands, and tired eyes said otherwise. Mama Ijoma pressed a small loaf of bread into her hands. "Eat before you go home. And remember, you're not." It was a rainy evening. Adanna had forgotten to bring in the clothes before the storm. By the time Doyin noticed, everything was soaked. Doyin exploded. "You useless child." She slapped Adanna hard, sending her crashing to the floor. Adanna whimpered, covering her face as Doyin dragged her by the hair toward the door. "You will sleep outside tonight. Maybe the cold will teach you sense." But just then, the door opened. Chukwuemeka had returned early. He froze at the sight of his daughter crying on the ground, her hair in Doyin's fist. "Doyin, what is this?" he said, voice trembling. Doyin quickly released the girl and began her usual performance. "My husband," she disobeyed me. I was correcting her. Chukwuemeka raised his hand. "Enough." He lifted Adanna, shocked by how light she felt in his arms. "My daughter has become a shadow in her own home." For the first time, he saw the bruises. The fear. The quiet suffering. That night, Doyin was sent away from the house pending village council judgment. She cried and shouted, but no one listened. Chukwuemeka held Adanna close. "I failed you," he whispered. "But I will never fail you again." The next morning, Mama Ijoma made Adanna a warm meal. Women from the village came to braid her hair and buy her new clothes. Slowly, Adanna's smile returned, small at first, then brighter with each passing day. She began school again. She made new friends. She slept peacefully for the first time in years.